Okay, so to get started on making the pages for this mini album, you're first going to need a 7.5 by 7.5, and then you'll have this piece extra and this piece down here extra. This piece is going to measure 3.5 by 8.5. Don't throw this away. Okay, and then you're going to need another piece, 8.5 by 11. You're going to need a 7.5 by 8.5. And then you're going to end up with a 3.5 by 8.5. Don't throw this away. This is going to make your pockets. Okay, so now you have your 7.5 by 7.5, your 7.5 by 8.5, and then you're going to have two pieces that are 3.5 by 8.5. Alright, you'll take the first two here, which will be 7.5 by 7.5, and your 7.5 by 8.5. And what you're going to do is you're going to score it a half on the 8.5 inch side. Score it a half, turn it around, score it a half. Okay, then you'll fold these down. Take and burnish them with your bone folder. Okay, then you're going to add your glue. And then line these up. Line them up as best as you can. Okay, you're going to add glue to the bottom. Making sure it's still lined up. Burnish it down. Okay, and that's going to give you your your pockets. And here on this side here is where you're going to put your photo mat. And this side here will attach to your hinge system that you use. Okay, so now we have the 7.5 by 7.5. This is your page. Alright, then we're going to take a 7.5 by 8. Okay, we're going to cut it. Don't forget, you're going to have a 3.5 by 8.5 here on the bottom. You can throw this little piece here away. Alright, and what you're going to do is on your 8 inch side, across the top here, and then your 7.5 will go down on the side. Okay, your 8.5, excuse me, your 8 inch side is here at the top. You're going to score it at half, and you're going to score it 4 1/4. So again, this is your 8 inch side up here. Score it a half, score it 4 1/4. Okay, and then you're going to take this, fold it in, and you're going to take here your 1/2 inch, fold it in as well, burnish it down. You're going to add glue to your little 1/2 inch flap here. Okay, and on the left hand side that's going to attach to your hinge system, take and line this up. Burnish it down. Okay, so now you're going to have flap in and it'll close. Okay, so that gives you your little flap. Okay, so now what you're going to do is you're going to make a pocket. Okay, so here on your 3.5 by 8.5 piece, remember the pieces I told you earlier not to throw away? These pieces is what you're going to use to make your pocket. You're going to have 3.5 by 8.5. And what you're going to do is you're going to score it at a half, rotate it, score it at a half, rotate it, score it at a half. And you're going to notch your corners. Okay. And you'll fold your flaps down. And then you're going to take your glue. You can tack down these little corners here. Sometimes that helps. Just tack them down. And what you're going to do is you're going to take and add glue. Okay, and then on the inside here, don't go over the score line. When you folded it here, fold it here. Make sure you don't go over that score line. Line it up. Make sure it'll close and burnish it down. Okay, that gives you the front part of your page. So you have your flap here, and then you have a pocket here. Okay, so then you're going to flip it over. On the back side here, what you're going to need, you're going to take an 8.5 by 11. You're going to make it 7.5 by 8, 8 by 7.5. You're going to have 3.5 by 8.5 left. Don't throw it away. You can throw this little piece here away. And then what you're going to do, on your 8-inch side, you're going to score it a half. So your 8-inch side, you score it a half. Okay, fold that down, burnish it. And when you put this on, make sure that the front page here is going to be on this side. And that you'll have your opening here. So you're going to take your glue, and on the open side here, you're going to do it just like you did the front. Add your flap, line it up. Okay, once you got it straight, burnish it down. Okay, so now you have your flap. Now what you're going to do, for the front part here, you're going to make a pocket. The piece I told you not to throw away here, your 3.5 by 8.5, you're going to take it, you're going to score it a half, rotate it, score it a half, rotate it, score it a half. Okay, and just like on the front, notch out these little side corners here, bottom corners. Okay, fold them down. Burnish them. Take your glue. Tack down these little sides here. Okay. Then you're going to add your glue here. And right here on the front, you'll line it up. Okay, burnish it down. Okay, now that gives you a pocket. Now you have your flap and your pocket. Okay, so you're going to open this up. And on the inside here, you're going to take a 2.5 by 8.5. On those pieces earlier, told you not to throw away. You're going to take one of the 3.5 by 8.5. You're going to cut it down to make it 2.5 by 8.5. Okay, then you're going to score it a half, rotate it, score it a half. Okay, fold those down and burnish them. Okay, for this pocket, we're just going to do the sides and add a little glue here to the bottom. I didn't make a flap for this one because I just wanted just a shorter one here. I didn't want too much bulk. And once again, don't go over your score line here. Line it up. Burnish it down. Okay. Now you have your front pocket, your flap, your inside pocket. Okay, now what you're going to do is you're going to take 3.5 by 7.5, and you're going to score it at 1/2 and at 5/8. And the 5/8 on your scoreboard or your ruler, whatever, however you measure, the 5/8 is in between the 1/2 and the 3/4. So you're just going to go over on your scoreboard, score to 1/2, go over one little notch and score there. Okay, and then you're going to take it, going to burnish on both of the score marks here. Okay, and you're going to add glue to this side here, not to the middle, only on this side here. So you'll have, this is your 1/2, this is your little 5/8 in the middle here. So you're going to add your glue. Okay, and then you're going to take it, and on this side here, you're going to line it up. Burnish it down. And then you're going to take it, and on that 5/8 score mark, just fold that over. That'll give you like a little lip. Okay. That way when you fold this in, this closes easily. And it's not, you know, really tight, because you've got to add your decorative paper on here and pictures or whatever you put in here. You know, it's going to make it a little bulkier. And that way, that gives you plenty of room. Okay, so you have your flap, your pocket, large space here, pocket, you have space here for a photo, and here you also have space. Okay, so on mine, I added magnets. So on the inside here, this part that flaps open, what you're going to do is you're going to have magnets. This is your pocket. This is your pocket piece here. Okay, so you take a magnet here, put it in the center, and then you'll add a magnet here. Okay, that holds that, and then you flip it over on this side. What I done was I only used one magnet, and the way I done it was I took my magnet and let it find the one from this side. Okay, this magnet found this magnet, and if you have strong magnets, that works, you know, really well. So that's what I did. So I only used 3 magnets for one page instead of using 2 on this side and 2 on this side, which you can do, that's totally your choice. But I just used the 2 on this side and the 1 on this side. Okay, and that's all you do. That's how you make your pages. And for my album, I made 6 pages. You can make 4, 5, 6, whatever you want. You know, just adjust your hinge system. because your hinges will be on this side and your photo mat will be on this side. Wait, sorry. Your hinge will be on this side and your photo mat will be on this side. Okay? So I hope this makes sense.